Ever bumped into your idol unexpectedly? Felt that rush of excitement, like destiny? Well, guess what? It's not always pure luck. Yes, sometimes stars align, but often it's about putting yourself out there. Think about it. The more you explore places they frequent, the higher your chances. Conventions, book signings, even their favorite coffee shop. It's like fishing. Cast your line in the right spot, and you might just reel in a big one. Remember the story of that teen who met Robert Downey Jr. at a local bookstore? He was a huge Iron Man fan. He'd heard rumors of RDJ being a regular, so he started hanging out there reading comics, hoping for the best. And guess what? One day there he was, RDJ in the flesh, browsing graphic novels. See, it's about increasing your odds. Of course, preparation is key, but we'll get to that later. For now, remember, chance favors the prepared mind. So, start thinking about where your heroes hang out. The journey to meeting them begins with a single step. Okay, so you've got your fishing spots figured out. Now let's talk about bait. Not literal bait, of course. We're talking about preparation. This is what sets you apart from the starstruck crowd. First things first, know your idol's work. And I mean really know it. Watched all their movies, read all their books, listened to their music on repeat. Great, now dig deeper. Interviews, behind the scenes footage, the whole shebang. Why? Because it shows genuine interest. When you can talk about their lesser known projects, it tells them you're a true fan. Not just someone after an autograph. Remember that awkward fan who asked for a selfie but hadn't even seen the movie? Don't be that guy. Next, have something interesting to say. What impact has their work had on you? How has it inspired you? Have a story ready. Maybe a specific scene, lyric, or quote that resonated with you. Keep it genuine and heartfelt. Preparation is your secret weapon. It shows you're serious, thoughtful, and worth their time. And trust me, they can spot a fake a mile away. So do your homework and be ready to impress. We've talked about hotspots, but let's dive deeper into the where of meeting your heroes. It's not just about being in the right city, it's about being in the right room at the right time. Conventions are gold mines. Comic-Con, book festivals, music fests, these are your battlegrounds. Professionals attend these events to connect with fans. The atmosphere is electric, everyone's buzzing with excitement. It's a prime opportunity for a memorable encounter. Then there are movie premieres, theater openings, book signings. These are trickier. Security is tighter, access is limited, but don't despair. With a bit of research and maybe a touch of luck, you might snag a ticket to the after party. That's where the magic often happens. Remember, celebrities are human too. They grab coffee, shop for groceries, walk their dogs. Keep an eye out, but remember boundaries. Their private time is precious. Don't stalk their homes or invade their personal space. That's creepy, not cool. The key is to be observant and strategic. Do your research, follow their social media, within reason, and keep your ears to the ground. You never know when opportunity might knock. So, you've done your research, you're in the right place, but the timing is off. That's like showing up to a party after everyone's left. Awkward, right? The same applies to meeting your heroes. Timing is crucial. Ever noticed how some fans seem to catch their idols at the worst possible moments? Like when they're clearly rushing, stressed, or just trying to enjoy a meal? Don't be that person. Be mindful of their schedule and their personal space. The best time to approach is when they're relaxed, approachable, and not swamped by a horde of fans. Look for cues. Are they engaged in conversation, enjoying their meal, or deep in thought? Maybe give them some space. On the other hand, if they're making eye contact, smiling, or interacting with other fans, it might be a good time to approach. Remember, celebrities are often just as excited to meet genuine fans as you are to meet them. The key is to be observant and respectful. Read the room, assess the situation, and choose your moment wisely. Don't force it. Sometimes a friendly nod or a wave from afar is enough to make their day, and yours. All right, the stars have aligned, the timing is perfect. Now comes the tricky part, the approach. This is where many fumble, turning into bumbling messes of nerves. But it doesn't have to be a disaster. First, ditch the deer in the headlights look. Approach with confidence, not cockiness. Remember, they're people just like you. A simple hello or excuse me works wonders. Eye contact is key. It shows you're genuine. Next, introduce yourself, briefly. No need for your life story. Just your name and maybe a quick, I'm a huge fan of your work. Keep it short and sweet. They're probably short on time and you don't want to monopolize their attention. Now, remember that preparation we talked about? This is where it pays off. Mention something specific you admire about their work. A scene, a lyric, a character, anything that resonated with you. This shows you're a true fan, not just seeking a selfie. Avoid cheesy pickup lines or over-the-top compliments. It's insincere and awkward. Be yourself. Authenticity goes a long way. Remember, confidence, a genuine compliment, and a respectful demeanor will take you far. So, You've approached your idol, you're chatting, and it's going great. Here's a golden rule. Treat them like people, not possessions. Sounds obvious, right? Yet some fans forget this basic rule of human decency. Remember, celebrities have feelings too. They get tired, stressed, and sometimes they just want to blend in. Don't bombard them with personal questions, pry into their private lives, or treat them like objects. Avoid snapping photos without permission. It's intrusive and disrespectful. The same goes for touching them without consent. Remember personal space. It's not cool to grab them for a selfie or hug them without asking. Instead, engage in a respectful conversation. Ask about their work, their process, their inspirations. Show genuine interest. These are the conversations they'll remember, not the forced selfies or the awkward encounters. Treat them the way you'd want to be treated, with kindness, respect, and empathy. Remember, a little bit of humanity goes a long way in creating a positive and memorable experience for both of you. Time is precious, especially for busy celebrities. So, when you do get a chance to chat, make every second count. This doesn't mean bombarding them with a million questions. It means being mindful of their time and keeping things concise. Avoid rambling on and on about yourself. Remember, they're more interested in hearing about how their work has impacted you, not your entire life story. Keep your anecdotes short, sweet, and to the point. Focus on asking open-ended questions that allow for more than a simple yes or no answer. Instead of "Did you enjoy filming that movie?" try "What was it like filming that particular scene?" This encourages conversation and shows genuine interest. And really listen to their responses. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Engage with what they're saying, ask follow-up questions, and show that you're genuinely interested in their perspective. Remember, it's a conversation, not an interrogation. Keep it light, engaging, and respectful of their time. You'll leave a much more positive impression than someone who clings on for dear life, draining every last second. We often underestimate the power of two simple words: thank you. In the excitement of meeting your idol, it's easy to get caught up in the moment and forget basic courtesies. But those two words can make a world of difference. Thank them for their time, their work, their inspiration. Be genuine and specific. Instead of a generic "thanks for everything," try "thank you for taking the time to chat. It means the world to me," or "your work has had a profound impact on my life. Thank you for sharing your gift with the world." A heartfelt thank you shows gratitude, respect, and appreciation. It acknowledges the effort they put into their craft and the impact they have on their fans. It's a simple gesture that leaves a lasting positive impression. Remember, celebrities are constantly bombarded by requests, demands, and sometimes even negativity. A genuine expression of gratitude can be a breath of fresh air, reminding them why they do what they do. So, next time you have the opportunity to meet someone you admire, don't forget the power of a simple thank you. It's a small gesture that can make a big difference. The coveted autograph and the ever-present selfie, the ultimate fan souvenirs. While there's nothing wrong with wanting these mementos, there's an etiquette to it. Remember, it's a privilege, not a right. First, always ask before whipping out your Sharpie or smartphone. Don't just thrust your item in their face. A polite "would you mind signing this for me?" or "would it be all right if I took a quick photo with you?" goes a long way. Be prepared. Have your item and pen ready. A Sharpie works best on glossy surfaces. For photos, know how to use your camera app and be quick about it. They probably have places to be, people to see. Respect their answer. If they decline, don't take it personally. They might be short on time, not feeling well, or simply have a policy against it. A gracious "no problem, thank you anyway" is the way to go. Remember, the interaction, the conversation, the moment, that's the real treasure. The autograph or selfie is just a bonus. So don't be disheartened if you don't get one. Be grateful for the experience and cherish the memory. Let's face it, not every encounter goes as planned. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, things can go awry. Maybe they're having a bad day, maybe you fumble your words, or maybe someone spills coffee on your hero. The key is to handle it with grace and understanding. If they seem flustered, apologize for any inconvenience and give them space. Remember, they're human too, subject to the same stresses and anxieties as everyone else. Don't take a rejection or a curt response personally. You don't know what they're going through. Maybe they just received bad news, are feeling under the weather, or are simply overwhelmed by the crowd. If something embarrassing happens, laugh it off. A sense of humor can be disarming and memorable. Who knows, they might even appreciate your ability to find humor in awkward situations. The important thing is to remain respectful, understanding, and composed. A little bit of grace under pressure can go a long way in salvaging an awkward situation and leaving a positive, final impression. So there you have it, your guide to navigating the exciting world of star encounters. Remember, preparation, respect, and a dash of confidence are your keys to success. But most importantly, be yourself and enjoy the experience. Meeting your heroes can be an unforgettable experience. It's a chance to connect with those who've inspired you, to learn from their journeys, and to gain a deeper appreciation for their craft. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to strike up conversations, and to make the most of every opportunity. You never know when you might bump into your idol at a coffee shop, a book signing, or even just walking down the street. Now go out there, armed with your newfound knowledge and a heart full of admiration, and create your own memorable encounters. And who knows, you might even inspire them in return.